Good morning, everybody. Doing some tethering up here in Washington. Right now I'm above a buffer down here. So just cutting and handing it up to where the loader can get it. So some of these are pretty heavy.
1 down to 2.
And then they want to slide back down on you. So gotta have some patience, which is really hard for me, but I'm learning. Meal trains up top getting loaded. Wind my trail. Ground's really good up here. Glad we're having kind of a drier fall. Hoping that we have it keeps staying dry for my next tethering job. Throw some brush over that. Make it look like the yard looked good. Other competition does not do that. You can see all their trails over the hills. I don't think it looks that good. Let's see. I think I might need to leave that tree to corner block down. Once I get back up top and make another pass. Or I could use that one up there. I'll leave that one just in case. I'd rather leave it than cut it down. Usually I high stump them, but my yo-yo is up the hill and it's kind of down. My line's up in the air until I wrap it around a tree. That one would have went down to the creek. We don't need. This is where this thing shines compared to like a hot saw on the line or something. I can cut and log this up to where the line can be for like a yarder or a yoder or a shovel or the hot saw. Yeah, you could top it up the hill, but it's not fun grabbing tops. So this works pretty good for that. But I'd still rather run one of those hot saws than this. Even in wood like this, it'd be fine. Oh, let's see. Trying to get my logs to stay. of stuff. Nothing like cleaning your trail up and then having to go back down and do it all over again. This damn vine maple, just nothing but slippery crap, bunch of junk. Bad of a hill. We're at probably 90%. At least it's short. I'm gonna get mad and just let this thing go in the creek here in a minute. I can just be there for the damn fish for all I care. Sometimes I can jam the top in the ground, but right now I can't with this pretty long, probably 3 logs long. See if I can carry it up there with me, but with my weight off to the side here, it's going to start trying to pull me over there, and then when I try to finesse the swing, it robs my track power. Stuff right now. It's like I need to maybe pioneer to the bottom and then work my way back up, I guess. Right now I'm just cutting my way down the hill and logging it as I go, which usually works pretty good. This ridge, see my yo-yo line's like a skyline across that draw, so I think I'll sit up here on this ridge and maybe try to teeter this log over it. See if it'll stay. Teeter-totter it over because of the existing trees. Grab it down here. See if I can get it sideways on the hill. That'll work. Yeah, lots of fun stuff when you're tethering. See if I can reach this one, and I don't know if I can swing and grab it or not. That's pretty far. I do not want to talk to you. Don't want to talk to anyone. Down there towards my head. Get this stuff pointed that way and we'll be golden. working down this ridge right now next to this leaf tree area off to my right. Some bigger stuff down here. And then I'm just cutting and logging it down to this draw where the shovel can get it. I'm sure he can get up here, but I'm here, so I'm just throwing it down to wherever it's easiest for him. It doesn't take much for me to throw him down, especially if I can get him sliding. The sun's bright right now. Sucks I can't fall anything to the right over here. Got a few that I need to take, and I just couldn't get the angle on them. Probably cut this one high and throw my line over it for corner blocking. These trees all lean down the hill, so that's fun. So right here on this tree is that green and pink ribbon. That's their wildlife area, or leaf area, I guess. That's a pretty good clump over there. Kind of surprised how big it is. This tree needs about 10 feet taken out of it. It's got another tree growing out of it. A lot of defect in this area because of the wind up here in this gorge and the snow line. Yeah, she's heavy. Let's see if I can. Certain stuff I'll cut the defect out here if I can for him, the processor operator. Just so we don't have so much stuff on so much chunks on the landing. Because the whole idea of tree length obviously is production, and they want all the brush slash on the landing to burn. So for people that don't know that, that's the whole idea of cutting the trees and leaving them tree length while we log them. Alright, now that I got those, got this noble right here. Like a lot of this, I don't have to be on my line. But down here towards the draw it kind of gets a little steeper, and it's just extra security dealing with these bigger logs when I'm trying to wedge them up the hill past me to cut them. So it's nice having the line on, and then you're not pawing and scratching to get traction. This thing, it's just, you're just moving the whole time. Pretty amazing setup. clumps work good for running your line around it too. While your corner block, they're pretty tough. So yeah, I'll just kind of cut my way down, and every so often I just start swinging my logs down with me so I can do one pass and not multiple passes unless I have to, if I get a lot of wood. And that kind of just eliminates ground pressure and ruts if I can do it as little as I can. I'll still blend my trail even though it's not really leaving a mark, but eventually if you look across the canyon, once the brush dies, you would see our trails, and I don't like that. It just gives the environmentalists another reason to hate us. Gotta be careful when you're going across your line like that, and you don't hit it with your grapple, or if you had a hot saw on, which would be pretty scary. So I'll slack this. And then I'll put that right there. Tighten her. Put some tension on her, and that'll just keep me more up on this ridge than instead of side hilling. So throw her back in auto and continue on down the hill. Kind of sucks all this hardwood. There's don't have, let's see, I don't know, we don't have a pulp market, it's not worth sending, so all this little hardwood that's under 7 inch is pretty much just going in the brush pile. Hardwood out here, a lot of vine maple, not much for whitewood, which is good, I guess, but probably 99% fir on this job. Just twisting down the hill. Yeah, well, yeah. So the ring, white ring around the tree as a pole. It says LB on it, which is long butt. They want you to long butt a little bit off of it to get that sweep out. But obviously has a snow break right here. So we'll have to cut that out. Some of these trees are pretty tough. If they don't, the ones that don't have the snow breaks or defect are pretty tough. good grain quality. Makes them tougher on the fiber. But usually when I break them, it's usually at like a defect or a snow break. Try not to break them. Try to get all that wood to the landing, and then let the processor operator make what he needs to make out of it, and then he can decide what goes and what doesn't go, which there is a lot of junk in this unit. Been a good job though. Hoping to have it wrapped up this week. It's like 38 acres. And I think I'm only into the job like 7 days so far. Doing a lot of cutting and logging. Down to where the loader can get it easily. So if I was just cutting, especially with a hot saw, I could probably cut the whole thing in a week or less, depending on the ground. Throw my line over that stump now, because I'm going to turn here. And that will act like a block purchase. And I will turn and run down the hill straight now. Come back up and pull me straight up the hill or to that stump, not sideways to that other stump. Get these guys out of the way. This away from this tree so I don't throw my chain. Viney likes the chains. Tired of grinding chains everywhere. Good sized tree. Alright. I'll throw 3 cuts in it just because she's a fatty. Hard to see if my was even lined up with that sun in my eyes. Get behind this one and shove her up the hill. If it was smaller, I'd just grab it from there, but these bigger ones, they need a little more wedging power. Yeah, my cut was way off. Oh well, she'll go. Maybe. Hi. Yeah, she was off by a couple inches. I'll just set her down here to the next tree that I need to cut, and go grab this pile and throw her down the hill. This design of this tire cat grapple, but the curve in those grab arms kind of sucks sometimes digging out of the pile. these down to him. A lot of snags up here too, so which with all this defect and trees, multiple trees growing out of one tree, like this one had 2 or 3, just cut it a little high for snags for birdies or something that is just a piece of junk or pulp. I'll just reach up as high as I can and make a harvester snag. Man-made snag. Do our part out here to keep the animals happy for the most part, or help them out. Like it, but it's steep enough they'll take off running on their own, even when the sap's not running. Some pretty nice trees down here in this hole. Probably on average 20 plus inch on the butt. Been getting 3 logs out of a tree or more. Long and a short, and maybe a piece of pulp if we make pulp. Do some trimming. So when I walk by that thing, it's not raking all those branches on my machine. When they take off running on you. There's a place and time when you make a beaver slide. Right now is not the time, because I need to get through those trees and I don't want to be playing pickup sticks just to get to my trees. I'd like to leave this snag, but it needs to go because that's my path. It's a good path. I will make a new one that will last longer than that one would have. Morning cutting. So I took the line off and I am cutting this little last corner here and then kind of widening this. We're making a good path for the processor and shovel are going to come off from the top when they're done up there to this lower landing. Oh. So that happens. Got my bar stuck there. But it's kind of steep, but I'm pretty sure they can get down. I know I would take the shovel down it and the processor, no problem. It's just on if they're comfortable, or the processor. not having a heel rack and something dangling, just like this thing. But he's got single bars on it, and it's a 568. It's got a long track frame, so it should be pretty easy for him to get down. If they kind of just stay on this little ridge here, and should be pretty good. But just kind of logging and setting this stuff up for the shovel. He can log all this pretty easy. He should be down here at the end of the day, I think. So got like a day on him, which I guess that's all right. That's what I get for going to run the hot saw last week for 2 days. I get my lead goes away when I go somewhere else to run a machine for a while. I probably got a couple days on them because I got a lot of wood over here to my right in this draw that's going to take them a while to log. Some nice trees down here though. Before I block them. Got something leaking in my head that I can't find, and it's annoying me. I think it only leaks when I'm using that function. So I need to see if one of the guys can help me find that thing today. I'm hoping it's just a loose fitting, which I kind of think it is, but I can't seem to find it. And I hate leaks. Oil's expensive too. Which I don't pay for it because this is not my machine, but that's not the point. I don't look at it that way. These trees are a lot nicer from when I was up top. They're probably double the height. And a lot less defect. But yeah, it'll be nice to finish this one up and get closer to home again. Sounds like be home for a while. Got quite a few jobs in our area. Yeah. Cut the snow brake out. Crap on the landing. Because we're pretty decent landing down here, but it's kind of in a draw. So it'll be a little tight. I'd say this hill's probably 75 to 80% steepness. Not horrible, so that's why I'm not on the line. Plus, I got an escape route